Simple Sensations with Stephen. Today we are going to be making a vanilla buttercream to accompany the previously made vanilla cupcakes. To make our vanilla buttercream, we're going to take the bowl from our mixer. Again, if you have a stand mixer, wonderful. If you don't, a hand mixer will work perfectly well. We're going to take 1 stick of unsalted butter and mix that into your bowl, and also 1 stick of shortening, so that's going to be equal parts. When selecting your shortening, you have a couple of options. You can either use the all white shortening, which I like to use because it just gives it a nice white tone to your ultimate product. Or you can use the butter version, which gives you a little bit more of a yellow hue. And that's okay if you want that look. Otherwise, if you want like a traditional white buttercream, I would stick with the plain white shortening. Alrighty, so putting that on the mixer, we're going to want to mix this not too long at all. You can go for like a medium speed, and you just want to make sure that it's creamed enough that once we put in our powdered sugar, it's not going to go all over the place. Alright, and as I mentioned, a short time, that's all you need. You just want to make sure you've got this nice creamed look, and also that your shortening and your butter are both completely mixed together. From here, we're going to take our 4 cups of powdered sugar, and we're going to put that straight into the bowl. There's no need to do it in stages. I think this is a small enough amount that it's not going to give you any kind of problems once you start mixing. We're also going to add 2 tablespoons of vanilla. Now, as I mentioned earlier, if you are going to use the butter version of the shortening, you are going to get that yellow tone. Don't forget that you're also going to get a little bit more of an ivory tone once you add the vanilla. So keep that in mind when selecting your shortening, how you want the tone of your buttercream ultimately to look. Alright, putting this back on the mixer, you're going to put it on the lowest speed possible to begin with. That's going to stop any kind of spillage from the bowl. And it's going to take about 30 seconds to 45 seconds for it to all start coming together. Once it is completely mixed and the powdered sugar is all completely integrated into your butter mixture, that's when you're going to be able to turn it up onto a medium speed to give it a nice fluffy consistency. And here we go, I'm putting it up to a medium speed now. And I'm looking for that nice, mixed, fluffy, birthday cake style vanilla frosting vibe. Now, as the vanilla cake recipe, you're going to want to check it about midway through just to kind of see if you need to add anything else to the recipe. Sometimes, depending where you are and what your temperatures are like, sometimes you need to add more powdered sugar to stiffen it up a little so it's not too runny. Sometimes you need to add a little more liquid just to give it a more smooth consistency. In this case here, this is pretty much perfect. What I like to do when I'm making frostings is I like to keep water on hand. I don't want to add too much more vanilla to it because I don't want to overpower the frosting itself. So by keeping water on hand, I can add just a little splash of water, like so. And that's going to help to smooth out the recipe and smooth out the buttercream to give it a much nicer consistency once you put it on to your cake or cupcakes. Now, since I've added a little bit of water, you're going to want to just mix that for about 30 seconds on low speed, otherwise the water is all going to come out of the bowl. Once you notice that the water all seems to be integrated into the frosting, you can mix it up, and I would say turn it on to a medium to high speed for about a minute, and that should finish up your buttercream. really start to smell that nice sugary frosting. It's really wonderful. It gives you like complete birthday party flashbacks. And as you can see now, once we've mixed it up on that high speed the last go around, it's actually put enough air into the frosting to give it a little bit more of a white tone, although you can obviously see that it is a vanilla buttercream by the hue, the little ivory hue that's in there. And just like that, you have a wonderful vanilla frosting. This is going to accompany your cupcakes perfectly well. It's also going to be perfect, you can use for fillings. You can use it on the outside of a cake. It doesn't just have to go on cupcakes. What I love most about this particular buttercream recipe is how versatile it is. If you want to change the color of it and give it a theme for your birthday cake or just your cupcakes in general, you can add some food color. It takes color very well and you can get color at the grocery store. If you want to give it a more gourmet vibe, you can use fruit purees and you can change the flavor of it. You can give it a strawberry buttercream, a key lime buttercream. Go seasonal, make it pumpkin, why not? Today, I'm going to make it pink and give it a little bit of a birthday flair. Thank you for joining Simple Sensations with Steven. Enjoy your frosting.